Imagine a secret team of codebreakers working in silence. While the fate of the world hung in the balance, they faced impossible odds, but their dedication and brilliance paid off, forever changing the course of history. Today we'll meet the mastermind behind this covert operation, a true genius whose contributions often go unrecognized. His name was Alan Turing. Now let me ask you something. What do you think is the most important invention of the 20th century? Was it the television, jet engine, or perhaps the atomic bomb? Well, if you think about it, all these inventions had one thing in common. They wouldn't have been possible without the quiet work of codebreakers like Alan Turing. You see, during World War II, communication was everything. Armies relied on sending messages back and forth, and whoever deciphered the enemy's code first would gain a crucial advantage. The Germans were masters of encryption using a machine called Enigma that could generate billions of letter combinations every second. To most people, the Enigma code seemed unbreakable. That is until Alan Turing entered the picture. Despite facing skepticism and doubt from those around him, Turing and his team of codebreakers managed to crack the seemingly unbreakable Enigma code. This breakthrough not only helped shorten the war, but also paved the way for modern computing and left an indelible mark on the course of human history. Before we dive into Turing's groundbreaking work, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible power of codebreaking. In a world where information is everything, being able to read the enemy's messages can mean the difference between victory and defeat. The art of cryptography has been around for centuries, but it wasn't until World War II that it took center stage. As the war raged on, the need to communicate securely became more important than ever. The Germans were using a machine called the Enigma to encrypt their messages, making them unreadable to anyone who didn't have the proper decryption device. But the British were determined to break the code, and that's where Alan Turing came in. Now fast forward to today. In our hyper-connected world, code breaking has taken on new meaning. From protecting financial transactions to keeping personal information safe from hackers, the demand for cybersecurity experts has never been higher. So if you're someone who loves solving puzzles and has an interest in technology, why not consider a career in code breaking? Who knows? You could be the next Alan Turing. Alright, let's get back to the show. Back in World War II Britain, there was a man named Alan Turing. Now he wasn't your average guy. He was a mathematician and computer scientist, and one of the first guys to realize how powerful computers could be. The year was 1938 when Turing joined the British government's code and cipher school. His job was to figure out how to break the German Enigma code, which was nearly impossible. Don't worry, I'll fill you in. The Enigma machine was a device used by the Germans to encrypt their secret messages. It had a bunch of rotors that would shuffle around letters so that only the intended recipient could read the message. Even if you knew the code, you couldn't possibly keep up with the number of combinations that the Enigma machine could make. In a day, it was just too much. Despite the odds, Turing was determined to crack the code. He knew that if they could read German communications, it would be a major advantage for the Allies. But how could he possibly do it? Turing was brilliant, but he wasn't a magician. He needed help. Luckily for him, he found it in an unexpected place, Hollywood. You see, the movie industry was booming in the 1930s, and one company in particular was making a killing, 20th Century Fox. Wait a minute, did the name sound familiar? Well, that's because the building where Turing worked was originally the headquarters for 20th Century Fox. The studio had since moved out, leaving behind a large empty room that Turing and his team could use for their top secret work. In this room, Turing assembled a team of mathematicians and engineers, and together they embarked on a mission to crack the Enigma code. They had no idea how long it would take, but they were determined to succeed. Finally, after years of hard work and countless false starts, Turing and his team had finally done it. They had built a machine that could decode Enigma's ciphers. The machine was called a bomb, and it was an early computer that could test thousands of possible solutions in a matter of seconds. Before the bomb, it would have taken weeks or even months to do the same thing. With this breakthrough, The Allies could now read German communications and plan their moves accordingly. You might be wondering what this means for the outcome of the war. Well, according to historians, cracking the Enigma code may have saved countless lives and shortened the war by as much as 2 years. Turing and his team didn't realize it at the time, but their work was changing the world. Now, you might be wondering what happened next. Well, after the war, Turing continued his work in computer science. He developed one of the first computer programs and even helped design one of the earliest store program computers. But his career was cut short when he was prosecuted for homosexuality, something that should have never happened. Despite the tragic end to his story, Turing's legacy lives on. His work laid the foundation for modern computing, and his story continues to inspire people around the world. So the next time you use a computer or send an encrypted message, take a moment to remember Alan Turing and the team of codebreakers who made it possible. Their work was truly extraordinary, and their impact on our world is immeasurable. And hey, if you're interested in learning more about coding and cybersecurity, I've got some great resources for you. But before we wrap things up, let us take a look at some of the ways that Turing and his team cracked the Enigma code. First off, they knew that the Enigma machine wasn't perfect. There were some flaws in its design that allowed for certain weaknesses to be exploited. Secondly, they had access to a number of intercepted messages which they used to build a database of possible solutions. This helped them eliminate many of the potential ciphers and narrow down the possibilities. Finally, they used a combination of mathematics, engineering, and sheer brilliance to come up with innovative ways to attack the code. For example, they developed a method called frequency analysis, which involved looking at the frequency of letters and words in the encrypted messages. This helped them figure out which letters and words were most likely to appear, and they used this knowledge to start decrypting the messages. And let's not forget about the bomb, the machine that really made it all possible. This was an electromechanical device that could test thousands of possible solutions to the Enigma code in a matter of minutes. It's hard to overstate just how important this machine was to the code-breaking effort. Without it, it's likely that the war would have dragged on much longer and many more lives would have been lost. Overall, the efforts of Turing and his team were nothing short of heroic. They faced countless obstacles and setbacks, but they never gave up. In the end, their hard work and dedication paid off and they changed the course of history. So what do you think? Are you impressed by the work of Turing and his team? Do you think you could have been a codebreaker during World War II? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe for more fascinating historical tales. We've got plenty more stories of courage, adventure, and heroism just waiting to be discovered. So what are you waiting for? Join us on our mission to uncover the hidden gems of history. Click the subscribe button and never miss out on an exciting episode. And if you want to learn more about Alan Turing and the other codebreakers of World War II, check out the additional resources. We've got links to books, articles, and documentaries that will take you even deeper into this fascinating world. Thanks for joining us on this journey through time. Until next time, keep exploring. Keep asking questions and keep discovering the amazing stories that have shaped our world.